Project Active Flow and Breathwork class. My name is Brian and I am delighted to be here with you today. Today's class is going to be activating breath and then some movement, and then we'll come back for a balancing breath, pattern interrupt breath, and then we'll move into our guided rest. And so as always, a couple of things before we start. Remember that our first guiding principle, support precedes action. So ensure that you have all of the necessary supports that you need for your practice today. A chair, a bolster, a block, a blanket, an eye shade, strap, whatever it is that you need to support yourself in your practice. Have that be available to you. Secondarily, remember that it is your practice. And so while I'll be offering and suggesting and inviting you into some things from this side, know that you are in the privacy of your own space by design, and that you are suggested and requested to listen to the wisdom of your own body and do what is right for you. Take any variation of any posture at any time, modify as you need to with respect to support. Come out of any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time. Be in your own experience. Listen to the wisdom of your body and allow your body's wisdom to lead you in your practice. All right, excuse me. So let us start, as always, by landing and grounding. So bring yourself into a supported posture, whatever that means to you. Maybe you're seated in a chair with your feet underneath your knees, hip distance apart. Maybe you're seated on a mat or on a cushion so that your hips are slightly higher than your knees. However maybe you're lying on your back with your legs up the wall. However you need to find support, take a moment to come into a supported posture. And then bring yourself into yourself. Come into this place, come into this space. Bring awareness to the parts of your body that are in contact with something. Feel that sensation of connection at that point of contact. Open your awareness to that sensation of connection at that point of contact as support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? What is it like to know that support is always available in this moment? And then, having established your supported posture, I invite you to lengthen through your side body, lengthen through your spine. Experiment with tucking the chin slightly to feel the release in the back of the neck. Feel the full length of the aligned spine from the base to the crown. And as you root into your supports, continue to elongate through the spine, lifting the crown. And then feeling the shift in your energy body as the spine elongates and aligns. Notice the expansion in the chest and perhaps the opening of the heart. Then bring your awareness to your breath. Begin to follow your inhale in and out through the nasal passages down into the body cavity, front, back, sides. No stress or strain, just full inhalations and complete exhalations. And on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe the left hand over the heart, right hand over the left. Hands in prayer, thumb knuckles resting lightly. Establishing the connection to the heart space. Feel into the heart space, and then allow to arise in your heart space a sense of gratitude. Anything for which you are grateful, maybe just the possibility of gratitude here this morning. Well, whatever arises for you when gratitude is mentioned, see it clearly in your mind's eye and anchor it right there at your heart space. And then, having established support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to arise. I will invite you, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a simple intention just to keep your gratitude anchored at your heart space, or to be in your breath. But whatever your intention, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. I'm great. And then having established support, come into the present moment, allow gratitude to arise and set our intention. I'll invite you, if you choose, to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you like, allow your chin to bow toward your grateful, intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. No, namaste. And then release the hands, lift the chin, take a full inhale, a complete exhale. We're going to start with an activating breath to adjust the mind state. This is a mind state adjustment practice. So the breath is a long, deep breath, full yogic inhale down into the diaphragm, and a complete exhale, in and out through the nostrils. If you like, and you are not on your menstrual cycle or pregnant, you can add a little Bhastrika effect by pulsing the diaphragm. On the exhale, you pull the diaphragm back and down, releasing the diaphragm on the inhale comes. The inhale and the exhale are the same length, volume, intensity. We're just going to do a minute of this. Now, if you like, I'm going to add an arm posture. Take the arms up 60 degrees, fold the fingers back to the tops of the palms. So your little kung fu knuckles, we used to call these. Right? You're not making a fist. You're just folding the knuckles back so that the fingertips are at the tops of the palms. The thumbs will be pointed toward each other as if they were arcing over the head, open 60 degrees. This is optional. Otherwise, just keep your hands on your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Right? And the breath is at your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Full inhalation and begin. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. If you're doing the Bhastrika, find a pace that's not causing you to overexert. The body is very still. Even though the diaphragm might be moving, the body is still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focus is at the brow point. Just stay with this. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Thirty more seconds here. Take a full inhale. Feel your thumbs come together. Don't look, just feel your thumbs come together. Extend through the fingertips, lift. Gently retain this breath. Lift from the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, and the heart. Extend through the fingertips. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Be very still. When you're ready to, let your arms float down, arcing through, and bring your hands to your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Be very still. Allow the breath to come. No shaping, just be. Settle into stillness here and notice what that little practice might have done to shift energy in your body, to shift mind state, bring you into a different place of awareness of your own being, present, steady, sure, alert, aware, awake. Full inhale, a complete exhale. We're going to come around to our mat and begin our movement practice. I'm just going to move the body in ways that will help it to awaken. We're going to start very gently on our backs today. Let's come down onto your back on your mat. And bring your heels and toes together. Take your arms overhead. Interlock the thumb. Either way, it doesn't matter. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips as you press through the heels, flexing the toes towards the face. So your inhale, get long. Stay here and breathe. Just continue to stretch here. Breathing. The heels are pressing long. The toes are flexed back to the face. The fingers are going long. Arms are extended. We're feeling the full length of the body along the back side of the body. Breathing in. And breathing out. A full inhalation. On the exhale, let the toes come to neutral. Switch the interlock of the thumb. On the inhale, lengthen through the fingers, and now press the toes away from the face, pressing through the toes. Lengthening through the fingers and breathe. Breathing here as we feel the length of the body across the front of the body. Full inhales. And complete exhales. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the toes, release the hands, bring the hands down by the side, palms down. Walk the heels toward the hips, bringing the knees to the sky. Keep the feet hip width apart. Gently rotate the inner thighs inward, so as if you're bringing the knees together, although we're not actually bringing them together. We're just keeping them in parallel with the hips. Tendency of the knees to float open here. You want to keep them in parallel with the hips. Now walk your feet together so that your ankle bones are touching, your toes are touching. Take your hands out about 60 degrees to create some space. And then gently just begin to windshield wiper your hips one side or the other. Now don't go too far in your opposite shoulder. So if you're taking your knees to the right, the left shoulder should stay down and relax. We're just gently opening the hips here. Just a little movement here. Not too far, not trying to overdo it. Learning in our practice how we don't always need to go to the edge. Maybe we could work in this steady, sure center for a while. Exhaling over, inhaling back to neutral. Exhaling the opposite side. Just gentle movement of the hips here. Opening up the hip. One more in each direction. Inhale back to center, bring the hands down by the side of the hips, palms down, and then pick up the feet. Bring the shins parallel to the mat. Find this. Okay. And then we're just going to begin a simple movement. On the exhale, bring the knees in toward the chest. On the inhale, take the knees away from the chest. Maybe the toes just hover, maybe not. Move with the breath. So the movement will only be as far as the breath is. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees away. And we're just finding how to move with breath. Let the breath inform the movement so that when the exhale starts, the knees begin to move. And when the exhale stops, the knees stop moving. When the inhale starts, knees begin to move. And then again, just moving with your breath. Very simple, very supportive movement here. Just waking up. Exhale, bring the knees in, reach up, grab just below the knees and squeeze a little bit. Rock a little side to side to free up the back. And then take the legs up straight. Heels to the ceiling. Press the palms down alongside the hips. For additional support, bring the thumbs underneath the sits bones. For even more support, bring the back of the palms underneath the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. Whatever, find your support. Support precedes action. Find what is right for you. Right, now press through the heels, straighten the legs. Now keeping the right leg extended toward the ceiling. On the inhale, lower the left leg, keeping the leg straight till it just hovers above the mat. Inhale, bring the left leg up, fix it against the ceiling. Exhale, take the right leg down, keeping the leg straight. Inhale, right leg up, and continue. Scissor kicks, moving with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Activating the hip flexors, the core, waking up the body here. Simple movements with the breath. Your rhythm, your pace. Notice the tendency of that upright leg to want to drift. See if you can keep it fixed against the ceiling, as if you're pressing into the ceiling. Couple more here. And one more. Press through the heels, lengthen through the crown, and then bring, on the exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees, squeeze. And then bring your knees back over the hips. Shins parallel. Keep the feet and the knees together. Take your arms out 60 to 90 degrees to create space. And now again, we're going to do that, letting the hips rotate side to side. The knees move from side to side. That opposite shoulder stays down. So inhale here. Exhale, take both knees over. Inhale back to center. Keep the knees and feet together. Exhale the opposite way. So again, you're only going to the point where your opposite shoulder begins to lift or your knees and feet begin to come apart. So that may be a small movement. It may just be a little movement. And we're just finding our own practice here. Moving with the breath. All about movement with breath. Alignment to the breath. Everything is about the breath. Couple more here. And come back to neutral. Bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Squeeze. Rock a little side to side. And then release the feet to the floor. Again, align the knees with the hips. Rotate the thighs slightly inward so that the knees stay parallel. Bring your hands down alongside your hips. Walk your feet back toward your hips so that you can feel yourself pressing into the feet, both the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot. Feel your ability to press into the feet. You're going to press into the feet to begin to lift the pelvic bowl. So as you press into the feet, you'll notice that you're rolling that pelvic bowl. The buttocks will begin to lift off of the mat. Continue to press into the feet, keeping the knees in parallel, and roll up into the lower back. And then into the middle back, and then into the upper back. No weight in the head or neck. This is all up in the shoulders. If you've got all the way up there, lift the belly button to the sky, engage. This is your lower back muscles and your core. Dynamic pulsing here. This is our bridge pose. And we're going to work our movement practice here within the bridge pose, dynamic pulses. So exhale, lower the buttocks, roll back down until the buttocks are just hovering over the mat. Inhale, roll back up. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And just notice again, knees want to open up. And so continue to roll the thighs inward so that the knees stay in parallel. Knees are moving away from the face, belly buttons lifting toward the sky. A few more here. On your next inhale, just stay lifted. Now, don't hold the breath, hold the posture. Just breathe here. And notice what happens as you breathe. Maybe your tendency to, wobble a little bit, retreat a little, that's fine. Just be in this practice. Press into the feet, rotate the thighs inward, lengthen, lift the belly button, be in your bridge. Dynamic. Now we're in a static bridge. Breathing, always breathing. Activating here. Strong core. Working towards this posture where you can hold this posture for 5 minutes. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to be here for a few more breaths. Breathing. Full inhale, shine a little brighter maybe. Exhale, gently roll down. Bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Squeeze, rock a little side by side. Release any tension in the lower back. Maybe even swivel the hips a little bit. If you do swivel the hips, make sure you go in both directions, balancing out your practice. And then release the legs long and roll to your belly. Either direction, doesn't matter. We'll start with some cobras. So take the tops of the feet onto the mat. Toes go long towards the bottom part of your mat. Feet are together. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Thumb is right at the breast line. Inside of the wrist may be lightly touching the ribs. The elbows are moving toward each other behind the body and down toward the hips. So feel those shoulders drop as the elbows move toward the hips. Press into the tops of the feet to feel the knees engage. Maybe the knees even lift off the mat. Press gently into the fingertips for support. And then inhale, lift the crown of the head. Lift the chest. Heart comes forward. Exhale, slowly lower down. Chin, nose, or forehead to the mat. Continue this dynamic cobras. Inhale up. Exhale down. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhaling here. Wonderful exercise for your lower back and spine. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Little to no weight in the hands. Actually, if you like, you can even pick up the hands. Otherwise, you're just gently tenting the fingertips to support you. Support precedes action. Find your supports. A couple more here. All right, on this next inhale, lift the body and maintain. So hold the posture, not the breath. Support as needed with the fingertips. Breathing here. Cobra pose. And notice you may rock a little bit on the pelvis. Pelvic bone is the balancing point here. Just be in your practice. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk your hands out in front of your face and rotate your elbows underneath your shoulders. Drop your knees, relax your lower back. Now, imagine you're scrunching or bringing your elbows towards your thighs. So maybe you come in a little bit. You're supported from your elbow to your shoulder, straight line, relaxing onto the pubic bone. Keep the thighs relaxed. Let the heels fall open if they choose to. You're lifting out of the chest is coming forward, heart is coming forward. This is your Sphinx pose. Keep the crown lifted, but back of the neck is straight. So the tendency here to scrunch by lifting the chin and scrunch the back of the neck. We don't want to do that. We want to keep the spine long and straight. Breathe here, full inhales. Complete exhale. Breathe to the belly button. Feel the abdomen elongating. Lift out of the waist. Breathe. Lovely posture. Inhale here. Exhale. Full inhalation. As you exhale, walk the elbows out, rotate the elbows out to the wide side of your mat. Stack your palms. Left palm under right. Bring your forehead to the back of your right palm. Now, rotate your feet inward so that the heels are touching and the toes are moving off the long side of your mat. Awkwardly, for a lot of us, that's an awkward posture. And then imagine that you could walk your elbows back towards your hips so that you're sort of rounding. Tuck the chin. Bring the chin toward the chest, which will come that way naturally as you walk your elbows back. So you feel your chest lifted. And breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Now, a tendency to get caught up in the feet because that oppositional rotation of the toes creates some tension for you. So see if you can relax the toes. Breathing, always breathing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On the inhale, lift the head. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring the heels and toes together. Curl the toes. Press into the tops of toes. Press through the palms and fingertips. And just press yourself up to a tabletop position. So knees will come underneath the hips. Hands will come underneath and just slightly ahead of the shoulders. Feet are in line with the knees. Knees are in line with the wrists. Back is long here. Feel the length in the back. Feel the length in the side body. Imagine there's crown of the head can be extended to the top of the mat while the hips simultaneously extend to the back of the mat, bottom of the mat. Long spine, tabletop position. Now we're going to do cow-cat here. So on the inhale, the belly drops, the lower spine may arch a little bit, chest may come forward, the crown may lift. On the exhale, we might round the spine and release the head and hips. And then we'll find your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Inhale, arch the spine, drop the belly, lift the crown. Exhale, round the spine, release the head, release the hips. Continue. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Your practice. This is our spinal flexion and inflection here, waking up the spine. Breathing into the spine. Imagine you're directing your breath to a particular vertebra in your spinal column. Couple more here. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, release and find the length in your spine. Inhale, curl the toes, press into the ball of the feet. On the exhale, press through the heel and begin to feel as you press out of the palms that the knees begin to lift. So just find that lift. So your knees are lifted here. Pressing back through the hips and the heels, out of the palms, that provides the impetus to lift the knees, and then continue to lift the hips, straightening the legs, maybe keep the legs bent. Let the head fall so that there's no tension in the neck. The crown of the head comes to the mat. Chest and stomach come back toward the thighs, and then release the heels towards the bottom of your mat. Downward facing dog. Great keynote posture here. Full inhales. Complete exhales. Take a moment here to establish your down dog. Bend one knee and press back through the opposite heel. Feel the length out of the arms and the back of that leg. Switch on the breath, bend the other knee, press back through the other heel. Keep the hips lifted. Keep moving the hips toward the ceiling and the wall behind you. Keep pressing out of the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Keep allowing the heels to drop toward the mat and breathe deep. No tension in the neck. Release the neck. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Look up between the hands. Exhale. Just gently walk your feet to between your hands at the top of your mat. Releasing the head, forehead toward the shin. Release the arms. Great place for your gear if your hands don't touch the floor. Utilize your block. Maybe grab opposite elbow in front of or behind the legs. Lifting the hips, pressing out of the ball and the heel. Straightening legs, perhaps. Maybe not ready for that yet. Just releasing. Make sure that neck is released. Side to side. No tension in my neck. Top to bottom. Yes, my neck is released. Forehead comes toward the shins. Chest and stomach toward the knees. Hips towards the ceiling. Equal balance weight in the feet. Full inhales. Deep into the lower back. Complete exhales. Emptying completely. Release the hands if you're holding the elbows. Bring the palms to the shins. Straighten the arms. Lift the back parallel with the mat. Flat back. Breathe into the heart. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release the hands. Bring the forehead to the shins. Do that a couple times. Inhale. Flat back. Breathe behind the heart. Exhale. Fold. Release the forehead. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees slightly. Feel the weight centered in the heels and then gently roll up. Keep the chin tucked. Keep the head down. One vertebra at a time. Spine comes upright. As you get upright, the shoulders will naturally roll and set. The chin will lift, the crown will lift, and here you are, palms forward, fingers extending, standing on your own 2 feet on your mat. Mountain pose. Be the mountain. Feel everything settle. Now, downward dog and forward fold are inversions. The head is lower than the heart. So fresh blood had an opportunity to go up into the head. Now that we're upright, the head is higher than the heart. Blood is flowing back down to the heart channel. Feel the blood flowing. Feel the connection of your feet to the earth. Feel the extension of the roots through the feet, gathering nutrients from the earth below. Breathe in from the center of the earth, up the legs, through the heart, out the crown. Breathe out from the heavens above, down through the crown, through the heart, and deep into the earth. This is you channeling. Full inhale. Complete exhale. All right, we're going to do a couple variations of sun salutation from this posture. On the inhale, we'll move this in sequence. Take the arms up. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, releasing the forward fold. On the inhale, flat back, breathe into the heart. On the exhale, fold, start on the right side, step the right foot back, and then drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Establish yourself here, so take a breath. Find yourself pressing into the left foot, top of the right foot, right knee. Establish your core here. If you need, bring the hands to the knees and then straighten the arms to lift the torso. Otherwise, just rise up. Bring the arms up. Find your hand position. Maybe your arms are out here, up here, overhead, interlace fingers, interlock thumb, whatever works for you here. Get long through the fingertips and then press into the left heel and the right knee, sinking the hips. Stay long through the fingers as the hips sink. Lengthen out of the waist, out of the chest, out of the shoulder girdle, out of the side body. Long, full inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down and frame the foot. Curl the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, and then step the right foot forward to join them. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands, come back to mountain. Take a breath. Every time we come to mountain, we're going to take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Establish ourselves in supported posture first. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the left foot back. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Take a breath to stabilize and find yourself here. Engage the core. And then inhale, take the arms up. Again, find your position. It might be different on this side. We're not fully symmetrical. That's as it should be. Lengthen through the fingers as you exhale. Press into the right heel on the left. Stay long through the fingers as you extend out of the waist, chest, side body. Full inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes of the left foot, step the left foot forward and join the right. Release the head forward, pull. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Find your mountain, take a breath. Check in with your intention and your sense of gratitude. Still got it? Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, step the left foot back, drop the left knee, top of the left foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee. Now this time, we're going to step the right foot back to join the left. And inhale to our plank. On the exhale, we're going to lower down your method. So you might go knees, chest, chin. Come all the way down to the mat. On the inhale, we're going to find that cobra posture. Lifting the chest, bringing the heart forward. On the exhale, we're going to curl the toes, press and lift the hips, and press back to our downward dog. Now, downward dog, like mountain, is our key pose. So we're going to take a breath to stabilize here. A full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, we're going to bring the left foot forward between the hands. Help it if you need to. Drop the right knee and the top of the right foot. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sinking. Full inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee, and step forward into our forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Palms forward, shoulders roll, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. We're going to continue on the other side now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back, come to plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On the inhale, the right foot comes forward. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sinking. Full inhalation here. Exhale, hands come down and frame the foot, curl the toes, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath, settle in. Full inhale, complete exhale. Now we're going to try to do one movement, one breath. Let's see if we can do this. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, step back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Cobra or even up dog, perhaps. Exhale, down facing dog. Take a breath when you get there. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down on the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Find your mountain, stabilize, take a breath. And continue other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hand down, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press back, downward dog, stabilize, take a breath. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hand. One more on your own. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Kneeling back at the top of your mat in mountain when you are done. Stabilizing, checking in with your intention, with your gratitude. Noticing your experience. What is your state now? What has shifted for you? What is activated for you? Sun salutations. Variation on sun salutation. Designed to energize the body and greet the day. How do you feel about your practice now? All right, I'm going to assume we're all back here now. At this point, we're going to come around to our seated posture for our stabilizing breath, our pattern interrupt breath. Bring ourselves into our meditative state for our guided rest. So find a supported seat, whatever that means to you. Maybe you're seated in your chair again. Root down, lengthen, bring awareness to the breath. And then bring yourself here. So, okay, let me check where we are. Oh, perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay. All right. We are going to do a pattern interrupt breath, 4-part breath. So we're going to break the inhale into 4 equal sniffs. So, and then take a pause at the top. And we're going to exhale in 4 equal sniffs, with a pause at the bottom. Hands are on the knees, thumbs up if you want a little open inspiration, thumb and forefinger together, thumbs down if you want a little grounding. If you like, you can bring the hands to prayer at the chest, helping to center awareness in the heart space. If you bring the hands to prayer at the chest, just light touching, we're not pressing, just hold gently, okay? Eyes are closed and focused at the brow point, or if you're uncomfortable with the eyes closed, the eyes are narrowed and just focused at the tip of the nose. The body is very still. The awareness is on the breath. 4-part in with a pause, 4-part out with a pause. We're just going to be here for a little bit and just be in the practice. So bring yourself into your posture, find your hand position that works for you, and then begin your breath. Remember to take that pause at the top, 4-part exhale. Pause at the bottom, be very still and just follow the breath. Just settle into the practice, to the rhythm. Don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it, just be here. You're just breathing in when you're breathing in, and breathing out when you're breathing out. Letting everything settle and be still. Just breathing. Notice what happens for you as you settle into the pattern. Maybe you notice that your mind likes to wander. Notice that that is the nature of the mind, to wander. And so just gently and compassionately, with a sense of gratitude for the mind, just return the mind to the breath. Maybe you notice things begin to settle, breath gets a little stiller, a little silenter, maybe not. Just notice what's happening for you. Just be in your practice, simple breath practice. Next exhale, just release the pattern, release the hands if you're holding them. Just be very still, let everything settle. Let the breath return to normal. No need to shape anything here, just be. Let go of the pattern, let go. And then quietly and gently bring yourself to your mat for your guided rest. Come down onto your back on your mat. Let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you. Bring your arms and arms down by your hips, by your sides, palms up. Lengthen through the crown. And then imagine you could pull lightly on your side ribs so that your lower spine, you can feel your lower spine on the mat. And then let go. Just let go. Let go completely. Be done. You're done. Allow yourself to be done. Just rest here. No need to shape the thoughts. No need to shape the breath. No need to shape the posture. Just let go. Be done. If you find that it's difficult to just be, your mind needs something to do. Have your mind track your body, looking for any tightness or tension. And then see if you can just actively relax that area, that place of tension and tightness. Perhaps breathe into that. Perhaps soften around that. Just let go and be. As you're resting here, I'll invite you to bring your awareness once again to the crown of your head, space just outside and above the top of your head. I invite you to witness your entire self from that place. See yourself in your space, on your mat, just resting quietly. From that place of witness at the crown of your head, I invite you to once again allow gratitude to arise. And as you see yourself resting in gratitude, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do finally rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.